For the last few years, I've been in a season of receiving. I had 2 babies a year and a half apart, and I was blessed enough to have a village to help take care of me in my time of need. Alhamdulillah. Now I'm in a stage of life where I have more physical and mental capacity to give, and while I'm in this stage, I want to be better at becoming a villager. A close friend of mine is currently pregnant and in the first trimester, and if y'all know anything about the first trimester, it is rough. So today I'm going to be making a meal for her. I have 5 boxes of lasagna noodles, but 2 of them are half empty, so that's why I have a lot. The water is hot, but it's not boiling yet, but I'm still gonna put it in anyway because it takes a while to cook and I'm trying to save some time. Over here, I have a pot that I'm going to start making the cheesy bechamel sauce in. If both of these are going at the same time and they're done at the same time, I can immediately start assembling the lasagna. Over here I have my assembling station set up. I made the sauce last night to save some time. And I'm assuming I'm gonna make more than 2, but for now I have 2 disposable lasagna trays out. But I have 1 more as backup just in case. For the cheesy bechamel sauce, I prepped some garlic yesterday to save me some time today. So I'm just going to be sauteing that in some butter, and then I'll add the flour to make the roux, thin it out with some milk, and then finish it off with some cheddar cheese. I prefer to use cheddar because I like the flavor better, but for the rest of the lasagna I will use mozzarella cheese. So yeah, let's get going. It's actually more than half empty, the first one. Is this thing even on? Oh no. This burner is usually very finicky, so I have a feeling it's shut off on me. Yep, I think it was not even on. Okay, it's on now. Can you hear it? It's kind of sizzling if you can hear it. Anyways, please just last me through today. When you're in a comfortable stage of life, doing things for other people will start to feel like an inconvenience. And Shaitan is going to whisper in your ears, why bother? That's too much work. Just do the bare minimum. In my early 20s, without knowing it, I was listening to that voice. I wouldn't really go out of my way to help other people. If it was convenient for me, I did it. But otherwise, it wasn't a habit of mine. But I'm trying to do better now because I'm realizing as I get older, a life worth living is a life lived in service of others. One of my absolute favorite smells when cooking is garlic sauteing butter. There is no better smell. I just added the flour. So add some salt. Ice water bath ready for the noodles so that they don't stick to each other. This should be good. I'm just gonna place it right beside the pot.
I think it's more of a problem on the application form itself. Your current address.
Yeah.
So I filled that out.
There's a lot of talk online about how the village is dead and how everybody's just fending for themselves. And in a way, it's true. Like the village in the old sense of the word does not really exist in the Western world anymore, at least not widely spread. But I think the modern village is here. We just need to do a better job of connecting people. I truly believe that there are so many good people out there that want to help. They just don't know how. And then there's so many people out there that need help, obviously, but they just don't know how to ask. And I don't know what the solution to that is. We just need to do a better job of connecting people. It's so ironic that we are so connected online, and I would say even hyper connected more than we should be. But in our day-to-day lives, we are so disconnected. We need to do a better job of reaching out, and I'm talking about myself first and foremost because I'm so bad at this. We need to do a better job of reaching out and inconveniencing ourselves, like getting into the habit of inconveniencing ourselves to help other people. That's how a village works. You give and you give and you give, and hopefully one day when you're in a time of need, your village will do that for you. And even if nobody does, honestly, your deeds shouldn't be attached to the fact that, oh, one day someone will do that for me. Like this is something that you do with pure intentions, and inshallah it'll come back to you. And even if it doesn't, Allah sees your efforts, and no good deed goes unrewarded, whether in this life or in the hereafter or both. It's bubbling like crazy. Now let's go fishing for lasagna noodles. I'll have to straighten them out pretty quickly because the cold water will make them hold their shape. Gotta work fast. Okay, these are pretty straight. Let's get the next batch. Oh wow, that's hot. This is why I put ice in it, because the water is already kind of warm. But if it was not icy water, it would have been hot. I have my assembly station set. Actually, I lied. I have one more thing to add. I need some cheese. Okay, I have my assembly station set up here. Got my disposable lasagna trays. The lasagna noodles, they're in cold water. Well, the water's warm now, but they are not sticking to each other, so I love that. Got the cheesy bechamel sauce, lasagna sauce, and some mozzarella cheese for in between the layers. I usually go light in between all the layers except the top one, because there's this cheesy bechamel sauce. So the top layer gets a lot of mozzarella cheese, but then the in-between layers don't get as much. I have another box of lasagna noodles that I put in here in case I need some extra. While that's boiling, I'm going to assemble this. Now this is plug and play. So for the leftover scraps of lasagna noodles, I actually just freeze them. And then the next time I make soup, I chop them up and put them in the soup. And it'll be, usually it's chicken noodle soup. These won't go to waste. If I was a little less lazy, I would chop it up right now before freezing it, but I just can't be bothered right now. But honestly, my biggest problem is not a lack of help. Like, I have so many people in my family, relatives, community that are constantly reaching out. They want to help babysit my kids for me. They want to do this and that. And I'm just really bad at accepting help. I constantly feel like I don't want to be a burden to people. So I rarely take people up on their offer, which shouldn't be the case, but that's just how I am. But as I get older and as I have more kids, I'm realizing more that it's impossible to do everything yourself, and I'm constantly having to be humbled and have to accept help because it's just not possible, especially when you're raising kids in this world. It's impossible to do it on your own. So I'm trying to be better about accepting help and asking for help, but there's still a small part of me that kind of feels guilty in a way. So I found one good way to combat that is just by giving and giving and giving more than you take. That way, when someone helps me, I kind of feel less guilty about it. I don't know if that's a good mentality to have, but it's working for me right now. And yeah, that's one advice I have. The final tally of lasagna, we have 1 and 2 extra large lasagnas, 1 medium-sized lasagna, and 1 small lasagna. That is a lot of lasagna, but we're sending food to quite a few people. So yeah, this is great. Very, very productive day.